To grow your money, you must invest it in suitable instruments that help you earn inflation adjusted returns. SIP in equity mutual funds is one of the ways to earn inflation beating returns. We have financial expert Mr. Hariharan with us to explain what is SIP and how it works. Hari, over to you.
Now, how do we invest? Very simple. There are two ways of investing. One is that I invest a lump sum, which means I have a lot of money. I put 10 lakhs at one shot. That's one way of doing it. The other is a more popular method, which is the SIP route. And in this SIP route, you keep investing on a regular basis, typically every month. Okay. And in fact, SIP is a very popular method of investing in mutual funds. It's a lot of advantage that SIP offers. Quickly to touch upon it, it's very similar to you doing a recurring deposit with a bank. Every month you keep investing. Okay. The money goes into stock markets. Now it can go into debt mutual fund also, but typically SIP is associated with equity investment. So it is nothing but every month a fixed amount is getting invested into the stock market. Now there are advantages of doing this. What is the advantage of doing the SIP? Let me quickly touch upon them. And for the others, it is going to be a quick revision. First and foremost, it is light on the pocket. Now, what do I mean by light on the pocket is that technically, you can start SIPs with as low as 100 rupees per month. Okay, but don't do with 100 rupees. It will not yield too much of result to you. But just to give you perspective, it is light on the pocket. Investing in equities does not necessarily mean that you have to put a large amount of money, is what I try to say by using the word light on the pocket. So I can do 2,000 rupees, I can do 5,000 rupees, I can do 10,000 rupees of SIP, 15,000 rupees SIP every month. Importantly, when you invest every month, automatically it brings some discipline in our investments. Why this is critical is because if you don't do this SIP and if you were to manually invest every month, okay, let's assume that I decide that I will keep investing every month 10,000 rupees. So today I'm deciding I start with 10,000 this month. Next month also I may do 10,000. After 3-4, then next month Diwali will come. I say next, let me skip this. So the discipline does not happen. The consistency does not happen. But when you do SIP, it is automated. Automatically on the day that you have selected, the money will be debited from your bank account and it will get invested into mutual funds. And by doing so, you ensure that the discipline is maintained of consistent regular investments. That is very important to get that financial freedom, to create that wealth for all of us. And obviously, when you do that, you also get the benefit of what is called as a rupee cost averaging. Okay, rupee cost averaging. Let me explain this in my next slide. And of course, we also get the other benefit, which is the power of compounding, which is a very powerful point, something that all of us have learned in school. But SIP gives us an opportunity to experience it in real life. The power of compounding, which says that longer you invest, okay, your compounding effect is much better and you generate a lot of wealth. So SIP has these advantages. Let me quickly talk about the rupee cost averaging, because that's very interesting and that is what smart investors do. Okay, so let me tell you what rupee cost averaging is. Let's take a very simple example. Let us assume, and every day in our house we prepare these dishes, right? The curry that we prepare. And some of these curries or dishes requires a gravy to be prepared. And in the gravy, typically we use tomatoes as one of the components. So let's assume that you as an individual have decided that every day to prepare that gravy, you're going to go to the market and buy fresh tomatoes. So every day you're going to go to the market, buy tomatoes, but you have also internally decided that every day I will spend 20 rupees on tomatoes. Okay, so every day you're going to buy 20 rupees worth of tomatoes. So on day one, you go to the market and you find that the price of tomato in the market is 30 rupees per kg. You can spend 20 rupees. So you will get about 670 grams of tomatoes. Day two, You again go to the market to buy 20 rupees worth of tomatoes. On that day, the price of tomatoes is 40 rupees, which means tomatoes have become expensive. And therefore, for 20 rupees, you're going to get lesser quantity of tomatoes. You will now get only 500 grams. Day 3, you go to buy the tomatoes, it is 20 rupees. So now you get 1 kg of tomatoes. 4th day, you go, it is even cheaper. It has become 10 rupees per kg. Now you get 2 kgs of tomatoes. And the day you get 2 kgs of tomatoes, you prepare everything in tomatoes. You will prepare the soup and drink also. Okay, so now what is happening? Depending on the price of tomatoes in the market, you are getting different quantities of tomatoes every day. Higher the price, you get lesser quantities. Lower the price, you get more quantities. And this is exactly what happens in SIPs. This is called rupee cost averaging. Because I said in SIP, every month your money is going to go to the stock market. And the stock market is not at the same price every day. Every day the price keeps changing. So when your SIP goes into the market, if the market is expensive, just like the tomatoes have become expensive, in mutual funds, you get units which are credited to your account. And each unit is priced at a particular price, which is called the NAV, net asset value. Okay? So net asset value is nothing but the price of 1 unit of that mutual fund. So when the market is expensive, the NAV is also expensive, you will get lesser quantities of units. But your SIP is going to go for long periods of time. Every month it is going to go. And there will be enough time periods when the market would have also come down, when the markets have corrected. So when the market has come down, the NAV will also come down. And if the NAV comes down, you will get more units. So it is similar to tomatoes becoming cheaper, you buy more quantities. And this happens every month. You will keep accumulating units. If you look at average over long periods of time, you get this advantage of averaging out of the cost. Okay? So this is one of the important benefits of doing SIP. Automatically, because the market will keep fluctuating every day, you get enough opportunities to accumulate wealth. And therefore, you acquire more units where the markets have corrected, have come down. Now, there's an advantage of doing this. Your unit cost price comes down. Now, there's another thing that smart people do. Now, let's assume you have started your SIP, you continue your SIPs. But even in a regular market, you will find that there are opportunities that will come your way. Just as about a couple of months back, you found that the markets had corrected sometime, about 10%. So this was an opportunity for a lot of investors because now the NAV had come down. There was an opportunity for the investors to do some additional investment and buy units at a cheaper price. So let your normal SIPs continue. But when you get opportunities of market correction, markets have come down, you have money with you, invest that money, accumulate units at a lesser price. When you do that, you will be able to accumulate more units. And as and when the market starts going up, you will suddenly create a lot of money. And perhaps your financial goals can be achieved faster than what you initially thought. So if I want to retire at 58, I am planning for that retirement at 58, but I get enough opportunities in the market where I keep accumulating units at lesser price. Perhaps I could take retirement at 53, 54 also, because I would have accumulated that money not at 58, maybe at 53, 54. So you will be able to achieve your goals faster, or maybe you accumulate a larger amount of wealth than what you initially thought you will be able to. Therefore, smart investors wait for such opportunities. One, they continue their investments. Two, when they get opportunities like market correction, they will do a top up, which means they put additional money in the market when the markets have come down.
Thanks for your detailed answer. If you have any questions related to this or any other investment options or related to your financial goals, feel free to book a free appointment with our financial planner. The link to the free booking is given in the description below this video. Also, will you be interested to attend insightful investment webinars? Then feel free to register for our upcoming insightful enlightening investment webinar, and it is completely free. The registration link for the upcoming webinar is also given in the description box. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Also share it in your social circle. If you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel so far, please subscribe now.